All right, everybody, welcome back. I am David Koster of the David Koster Band. I am the sole member, and today I'm going to be doing another song tutorial video for one of my original pieces. This time we're going to be doing Paper Boat, which is also from Music in the Life of David, as was Space Radio, the last song I did. And this one is based in B minor. And it also throws in a lot of ideas from B Dorian. It's actually, instead of B minor, it's more B Dorian because it has the B minor, but it also uses an E major, which in B minor would normally be an E minor, but in Paper Boat, it's an E major. And Paper Boat is not necessarily defined by one key. It really goes back and forth between a lot. It goes from B minor, E major, E minor, A major, C major, G major. It's really weird, but really cool. So I'm excited to show you guys. So let's get into it. We start off with just a really simple chord progression. B minor to E. Super simple. Now what you could do is you could make them sevens. So I'm going to make the E a 7, adding a D. Now, B minor 7, so we add the A on the bottom. And really, you can go back and forth. You can use B minor 7 going into an E. You could use a B minor going into an E7. You could do B minor 7 into E7. You could do B minor to E. You know, it really is expansive. It doesn't matter because it's either going to be, B minor, or you're adding in the extra sort of tension tone, A, which is the 4 of E, which brings you down to the G sharp. So it really works either way. You could do B minor to E, you know, all of those. So then the melody comes in over top. And it's going to be difficult to do this on an acoustic, but I really didn't feel like playing electric today. I wanted to play acoustic, so that's what we're doing. So the melody starts by basically outlining a B minor chord. And it's up here. You could do it down here, but to me, that's too low. I don't think that fits. I think it sounds way better up here. So the melody goes... So, what we're doing there is B, D, E, F sharp. So that's the very first part of the main melody. And I like to slide from that E up to the F. Then the next part, B, D, F sharp, E. And that's when we switch over to the E chord. So, do 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 do. So that's basically the main idea. It goes B, D, F sharp, E. And then I throw in the 7th here. So, and then we're going to hit an A right there on the B string. Then it kind of repeats that idea. Then goes to D into A. Right? So it does B, D, F sharp, but instead of having the F sharp be part of the B minor chord, it switches to a D and goes down to A. So all together we have verse, which is the same chord progression. It's just B minor, E. I'm all alone, and up where I do, I hope it's with you on my paper boat. So it's B minor and E, but it's a little more prolonged than the beginning. The beginning is... So it doesn't have that melody of the guitar over top of it. It's just going to be chords and the singer over top of it. So... I have no navigator, I'm all alone, still on B, and up where I do, that's where it switches over to E, right? I hope it's with you on my paper boat. So that's on my paper boat, switches to D and A. And that's basically the whole verse. Just in the middle, it switches to a B minor 7, E, then it switches over to the bridge, which goes to an E minor. Now, this goes sort of weird. This is where the song starts getting kind of funky. So, there's a vocal line on top of this. It goes from E minor to B7, E minor, then goes up to F sharp, down to F. So once again, goes E minor, B7, then back to E minor, up to F sharp, down to F, and then it goes back down to E minor for the second part of the bridge. So, we'll do it again. You can play the B up here, you can play it down here. E minor, F sharp, F, second part of the bridge, E minor, B7, E7. Now this is an E major minor 7, so it's back to an E major chord. Switches very quickly between E minor, B7, E7, A. So we'll start at the beginning of the bridge again. So E, B7, E minor, F sharp, down to F. Now, E minor, B7, A7, or E7A. Right? So, I messed up, sorry. E minor, B7, E7, A. Now, the reason why it goes from E minor to B7 over to E7 is so that I can create a chromatic line going down from E. So, if you listen closely, here's where the E is, and then it goes all the way down to C sharp when it reaches the A. So, listen again. Right? Because it goes E down to B, which has a E flat in it, or D sharp in the key of E, which then goes down to E7, which has a D in it, taking that D sharp and flatting it, or naturaling it, and then bringing it to C sharp on an A. So, now here's where it brings us to the chorus. So we hit the A. You think you might sink me so C, G. All right, so we go from A, C, G. You might sink me, but I'm D. All right, so we get to the D, and that's where it goes to, but I'm afloat on a paper boat on the water. So might sink me, D, F sharp 7, B minor, E7, G, D. All right? You think you might sink me, but I'm afloat on a paper boat on the water. Now we go back to the verse again. Does that one more time. All right, and then it does the same exact thing. E minor, and then the B7, back to E minor, F sharp, F, E, B7, E7, A, then C, G, D, F sharp, B minor, E, G, D. It's a lot. It's a mouthful, I know. But if you listen along with the song and just play slowly with it and just take each little bit, break it up, and play along with it, you'll be able to get it really easily. It's not as hard as you think. It just has a lot of separate parts that are working together that are all very different from each other, but at the same time work together. So it's got just a lot of different moving parts, and you got to fit them all together. So now, after that, we've finished the second chorus, right? So it goes into the verse with a solo over top of it. So just like the opening chords. So not the prolonged version like the verses, but just the opening chords. Then it starts getting faster. So that's how that little part goes. It does. And it's going soloing over that. Here's where it speeds up. Now we go up to B or B7, whichever one you want to make it. Then D, A, back up to D, and back down to A. All right? So we'll go back from where the solo's going on and it starts speeding up. So hold that E for a bit. And this is where it goes into the sort of interlude of the song. So it goes. All right, B minor to A. B minor to F sharp minor. So B minor, A, B minor, F sharp minor, B minor, G, D, A. once it reaches the third time doing that, it switches it up. The first couple chords are the same, so it goes minor, F sharp minor, E minor, G, D, and then a solo comes in, A, G, E, A, G, D. Now you stick on the D, go down to C, G, D, C, G. All right, so that's where that second solo takes place, right after the interlude of the song. So we're at, there's blue in the sky and blue in the sea, but deep inside the shades are incredibly shining. Then back to B minor. You know, that's the kind of stuff you can do. Anything like that, sort of in the B Dorian, E Mixolydian sort of zone. All of that will work for your solos over top of this. If you guys want me to make a video specifically for the solos that are in this video, or in this song, then let me know, and I'll definitely do that. I just don't know them off the top of my head, because I improv'd them, and yeah, I wouldn't be able to remember it, because it just came right out of my head, and then I forgot it right after I played it. But yeah, exactly. If you want me to make a video for those solos, or even the ones in Space Radio, or any other song, doesn't even have to be a song that I wrote, let me know, and I will gladly make a video for it, because I'm having fun making these. And yeah, that's really it for Paper Boat. The only thing that comes after the interlude, it goes back to the verse, and then does another chorus, and then the song's over. So that is that's all the parts of the songs, yeah. So thank you for listening. I hope you learned something today. And yeah, peace out, stay healthy, and stay happy.